because a big investment story taking place here is India's biggest coal producer, Coal India, possibly spending $1.7 billion buying stakes in 5 mines from Australia to the United States. And India is on track to overtake China, by the way, as the biggest coal importer within the next decade. Let's get more from Heidi Kuch in Sydney. And Heidi, you've just got back from a trip down to an Indian-owned coal mine in Australia. So tell me what that was like.
Susan, very dark, very dirty, and the air's also a little bit moist as well. I went down a coking coal mine, which is owned by India's biggest private coking coal company, Gujarat NRE Coking. They've bought 3 mines here in Australia over the past 5 years, and they've joined them all together into a super mine, which is really starting to ramp up production. A journey to the coalface deep underground in the Australian outback lies the key to unlocking growth in Asia. This is coking coal. It's used to toughen steel, and without it, all the new cars and the buildings and the development in China and India wouldn't be possible. Arun Jagatramka knows this better than most. He was born in India. His company, Gujarat NRE Coke, owns this coal mine roughly 2 hours south of Sydney.
You would expect Indian steel industry to grow much faster than anywhere else in the world, including China.
The IMF is predicting India will grow 8.8% this year, hot on China's heels with forecast growth of 10%. Arun says India's coking coal imports may increase 5-fold over the next decade, which means it'll overtake China as the biggest importer of coking coal. This mine was discovered more than 100 years ago, and back then they were mining for coal with a pick and a shovel. Obviously, mining technology has improved a lot since then. We're about 6 miles in from the entrance of the mine, and we're about 300 metres beneath the surface, and this mine produces about 10,000 tonnes of coking coal a day. And Gujarat NRE will double output over the next year. All of the coal goes directly to its Indian parent company, and it's still not enough. Most of its coal imports still come from BHP Billiton. It's this insatiable demand for steelmaking coal which is behind frenzied M&A activity in the sector. The battle for MacArthur coal turned into an all-out bidding war that drew some of the biggest names in the business, like US coal producer Peabody and Xstrata.
The steel industry worldwide are looking to acquire any coal resources that they can get their hands on, and that is actually driving the M&A activity in the sector.
Demand is also driving up prices. Citigroup's forecasting coking coal prices will rise 50% in the second half of the year.
It is certainly black gold. I would fully agree with that statement.
I know black gold normally refers to oil, but with China and India both competing for thermal coal used in heating and steel-making coal, well, coal mining is certainly becoming a very lucrative game indeed. Here in Australia, a group of about 5 really have a stranglehold on the coal industry. We've got BHP, Rio Tinto, Xstrata and Peabody pretty much controlling the industry.